Do I exist? Do you exist? This is a very essential question that so many people ask. Do I really exist? Could I know for a fact that I really exist? Could I know for a fact that you really exist? We're going to deal with this question for a few minutes. Please take the time to watch all the details. There's some very important details, very exciting concepts that we are about to discuss. But before we do, I want to ask you a small favor. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor and hit the button right down there that says subscribe. Once you hit the button, a bell will appear. If you click the bell, you will be notified every time that I upload a new video. So let's go at it. Could it be that everything's an optical illusion? I don't really exist, neither do you, neither does anything else. Everything just looks like it's there, thinks that it's there, feels that it's there, but it's not. It could be. As a matter of fact, when you are dreaming, you may feel that the dream is real. I actually had a dream personally where I wasn't sure if the dream was real or not, so I said, hey, how about I pinch myself and see if it hurts? Many people say that. I pinched myself and it hurt, and then I woke up. Okay, that is my experience. I'm sure you had very similar experiences as well. Okay, it is very difficult, if possible, to know when you're dreaming. When you're dreaming, seemingly that's not real, and then when you wake up, it is real. So could everything just be one big dream or not? Now, that is a very good question. I have a better question. Does 1 plus 1 have to equal 2? Now, if you're going to listen till the end, you're going to see what the connection is. I know it sounds like it is two totally different questions, but it's not. Does 1 plus 1 equal 2? I'm sure you're going to say, well, mathematically, 1 plus 1 has to equal 2. But if you think about it, 1 plus 1 equaling 2 is only because that is the way that your mind came to a conclusion. Your mind is a certain system. Your system says that this plus that has to equal that. 1 plus 1 has to equal 2. What happens if your system is flawed? Now, I know this sounds really crazy, but let's look at your mind like a computer. If we were to program a computer that 1 plus 1 equals 3, could the computer figure out that it is making a mistake? Of course, if you didn't program it to figure out its own mistake. The answer would be no. A computer is a system. It has to go the way it's built. It cannot go a way that it is not built. I know a lot of people blame computers. They say, oh, it's the computer's fault. The computer had a glitch. Computers don't have faults and computers don't have glitches. The people who programmed the computer programmed a glitch. Okay? A system must work within its own system, and it cannot work beyond its system. So to your mind is a system. If 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 3, but your mind is built to tell you that 1 plus 1 equals 3, is it possible for you to realize that your mind is making a mistake? Yes or no? Comment below. But before we get that, before you turn off the video, I want you to see the connection between your existence or not. Okay? Everything that you see is being fed into you. You don't necessarily know if that exists or not. That could just be a dream, just like a dream. It could be an optical illusion. But what about you? Could you not exist? Well, if you don't exist, then who is experiencing this optical illusion? If you don't exist, who are you to think whether or not you exist? Now, there's a famous saying from Descartes, a famous philosopher, that says, I think, therefore I exist. I personally disagree with Descartes. I think that you exist because you exist. Your existence has nothing to do with your thinking. You have a sense that I exist. That sense is independent of your mind. Now, there are many ways how I can prove that your sense of existence is independent of your mind and your thought, but I want you to try to guess that. Please write down in the comments. If you have a good comment, I may mention you in the next video. But you exist because you sense you exist. And I would argue, and please feel free to argue against me, like many people have in the previous videos. I would argue that the only thing that you really know is that you exist, not because you think you exist, it's because that is your central sense. That is the sense I exist. Everything else around me is coming into my existence. What I see is coming into my existence. What I feel is coming into my existence. But I myself am something that has to exist. What comes into me may be false, but the me itself cannot be false. Okay? Now, I want you to think of something very important. Listen up. I can know that I exist, but could I know that you exist? Okay, I could know that I exist because I'm experiencing. So I am, period. I am, and therefore I am, period. Okay, everything outside of me, my experiences may be an optical illusion. My thoughts might be false because my computer system might be faulty. Everything outside of me could not be, but I know that I am. But could I know that you are? And personally, I would answer no. I would answer you cannot know what the other person is because the other person could be part of your imagination. So you on the other side of the computer listening to me right now might not even exist unless you know that you exist. But even if you know that you exist, you can't know that I exist. Maybe I right now am part of your imagination. Guess what? Hi, imagination. I'm your imagination. But who says that I really exist? It is natural for people to think that the other person exists because they look like me, they feel like me, they sound like me, and if I exist, therefore they exist. But that itself is a human calculation. So you're making a calculation with your mind, but your mind may be faulty, and therefore I cannot know if you exist. So the way I would answer this question, and I would love to hear how you answer the question, but the way I would answer the question is that I can know for a fact that I exist. I can't know for a fact anything that I am or what is true versus what is false, but I can know for a fact that I am. I cannot know that you are. Now, that's an interesting way of looking at things. But here's my question to you, and this is what I want you to try your best to comment down below. How does this make any difference to our lives? Okay, now I mentioned many interesting ideas throughout my videos, and I personally see how these concepts will affect me in my personal life. I don't just like coming up with a theory or doing some type of philosophy. I don't do that just for fun. I do it because there's something practical that could change in my life. What could change? What practical implications does the fact that I either exist or don't exist, or whether you exist or don't exist, what does this have to do with anything realistic? So that's what I would like you to know. Now, I want to ask you once again, if you haven't yet done it, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. I'm trying to get as many subscribers as I could because this way my videos will be seen and rated higher on Facebook. So please write down below, hit subscribe, afterwards hit the bell and click the bell, and you will then be notified every time I upload a new video. I would like to thank you so much for watching all the way till the end, and I hope you watch my next one, and I really hope you make some comments down below, and even more if you would hit the share button and share this with all your friends. If you would like to know more about me, feel free to give me an email, send me an email. My email is rabbi, R-A-B-B-I, @spirx.org. That's S-P-I-R-X.org. Have a great day. Bye-bye.